Hey everybody, NecroVMX here, and it's time for another Civilization Saturday. We're playing as Russia, and let's see, there's another barbarian encampment all the way over there. Okay, am I at war with anybody? No, not currently. You see, I have two cities. I got Moscow, and I have St. Petersburg, so I haven't started any wars or anything like that, which is good. I haven't gotten involved in anything. I'm looking for scientific victory in this one. We're about to get a settler there and a caravan there, so let's hit next turn and see what's up. We've met a bunch of civilizations. We got Ethiopia, Japan, Carthage, and the Ottomans, which is cool. Looks like Antwerp is attacking there, which means I'm just going to be able to really kill that guy really easily, super easily. That was my ex-scout, I believe. Okay, so let's see. Let's do another caravan there. And what are you doing? I think you got done with something. Let's put you back here. Heal up. Okay. I'm about to have another city. So let's decide where that's going to go. I think I decided I was going to put it up here somewhere. Looking for a good spot. Well, actually, it's recommending that I put it over there, because of strategic resources. So that's it. I don't see any, but there might be some iron or something around there. So we'll see. Just have you chill out for now. Okay. Kill! 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 That's right, you die. So everything's cleared out here, it looks like. Start heading back. There's still some uncovered area there. I'll get that on the way back. Next turn when I step there, that should uncover all the relevant hexes. Scientific victory not as exciting as domination victory, but it is worth it. I'm going to have guilds very soon. East India Company, Machu Picchu, Artist Guild. We'll be able to make trading posts and just go to complete wealth, and that brings us to the medieval era. Okay. So this is our research. Okay, well, there's really not much else that we need to go crazy over. So what you're going to do is you're going to look out wonders and buildings that you really want. The next target is going to be philosophy, because the National College is a very important national wonder that you could get very easily. And the Oracle is good because you get a free social policy. So that's going to be our next, even though philosophy is, a faith and culture kind of thing, it does have a lot of science focus. So next up, oh, I thought I clicked it. I guess I didn't. Oh, I already have philosophy. Alright, I'm an idiot. You know what, because I don't have optics or horseback riding. Okay, so I already have that. So what's next? Alright, I'm an idiot. Okay, education. That's the next one. Alright, ignore everything I just said. So education, universities, and Oxford University is the national one you can get from having universities in all the cities. Angkor Wat is a good cultural wonder. Might try to build it just for the great engineer points, because that can be useful later on. And you'll be able to enable production to research, and it'll allow research agreements, which if you're friendly with everybody is very important to do. So you're going to heal. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see the strategic resources there, but I don't know. I don't see what's going on. There is a kind of an area there. I just want to probably send the spearmen in there just to make sure that there's no, like, what do you call it? Like, encampments or anything there. And I also want to see... Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 civilizations we've not yet met, so I do want to keep my scout out there as much as possible. You're not doing anything. You're going to kind of come over here. And you're going to come over there. And that's it for that turn. So somewhere in here there's a strategic resource. It's got to be either horses or iron. The Ottomans want to be friends, so we'll say yes to them. Nothing crazy going on with them. Just checking on these things. I remember they kind of were being a little weird last time because they're close to me and they kind of want my land, but they must have either decided they like me too much to want my land, or they have land that's equally as good. Alright, we have enough to go to another policy. Obviously, rationalism is what we really want. but I'm going with patronage right now just for the meantime. So we're going to do consulates, mostly because it leads to merchant confederacy, but that is going to have the resting point for influence of all city-states will be increased by 20. So we're going to do that. So if you see like a city-state that's kind of neutral, like looking for one here. Okay, well they're not really that neutral. Well, I guess it doesn't take effect until the next turn anyway, so there you go. Alright. I'll actually send you down there. Oh, his horse is over there. See, that's really not all that exciting. I don't know if I really... But it is a coastal city, and it's good to have at least one coastal city, and I'll have it on a hill, which is also good, so there is that. And it's a lot of production there, so... because of all the hills and shit. Alright, there's nothing special there. So we're just going to have this guy continue to... I think I was bringing him this way to try and get down towards, like, the African continent. Okay, so we're just going to start a road there. I mean, we'll build more cities, but I'm planning on building up here, you know. There's a lot of deer and horses and stuff over there. Okay, so the Ottomans want to go to war with the Ethiopians. I really have no interest in that. There's some sheep there. And, you know, more stuff might be revealed. A lot of this tundra is not that useful in terms of creating, like, farms, but you can create a lot, and I do mean a lot, of trading posts. And we just reach a golden age. And when you're going for scientific victories, you actually do want a lot of trading posts, because one of the abilities we'll get will make trading posts into science-generating improvements, which is really cool. I should have done that the other way around, put the more powerful guy in front, but oh well. I guess let's see if Carthage would be willing to give me open... Oh god, we don't have that. Alright. Just walk around. It's going to take a while, but I'll walk around. Start gravitating in that direction. You're going to heal up. And we'll have our third city very soon. Nobody's being too aggressive with the cities. I mean, Carthage has a bunch of them already, but they're all kind of centralized. Ethiopia's the only one, because Addis Ababa's over there, and then Ad was in kind of like the most logical spot. But then they put their third city all the way up here, so I don't know what the deal with that is. But then it is kind of close to the capital. Alright. Oh. I'm trying to zoom in there. Let's do... let's actually just make another settler for now, since that's Moscow. And here, we're going to make a market. Okay. I'm just going to... There's some hazy area there I want you to explore. As a matter of fact, you know what? I don't want to send you alone. See about sending someone else, like this spear guy, along with you. And what do we got going on here? Oh, this is the problem, this caravan. So we'll send you to Melbourne. And let's see. You are going to build a road. And we'll find our third city, which is Novgorod. And we'll make that science focus, of course, and we'll start by making a library. Oh, interesting. Send you over there then. Ah, it takes forever to walk. And they have another city. Okay, and you can go to Melbourne as well. Well, actually, no, let me see. See, I don't want to leak too much science, but... Hurrah. I'll get the same amount of science that I'll get from going to the Ottomans, but leaking less. So that's important. When you're leaking science, which means that you're giving up, you're trading more science away than you are getting in a trade, that means that you're more scientifically advanced. But it also makes them want to trade with you. Alright, so let's send you down there. And you can go over there. Let's see, and You're still making a road. Alright. You go over there. And you can go down there, and you can go there. I'm going to have theology very soon. I'll have a garden, Hagia Sophia, Great Mosque of Dien, Grand Temple, and Borobudur. Most of these I'm not really that interested in. Great Mosque of Dien isn't a bad one. The gardens are important because it increases the great people, which is pretty important because you get scientists faster. Come on. God, alright. Alright, you're going to come over there. And you're going to come over there. And you're going to come over there. Like I said, not all that exciting, but definitely rewarding when you do win. It takes a long time, but it is not that hard. It's probably one of the easier victories to get. The easiest victory to get, I find, is diplomatic, but this is probably the second easiest. Then again, I'm not going to be able to do that. It also depends on, like, you know, who you're playing as. Everybody has their different strengths and whatnot. Now, I mean, farms are important, but you want to start, now that we can, building trading posts when you can. Mostly because they will turn into science improvements later on. And when you get that, you're going to get a huge boost in science. Like right now I'm at 47 science. It's not a whole hell of a lot, but we're getting there. I'm pretty sure I probably have more science than anyone else in the game at this point. Then again, there's a bunch of civilizations I haven't met. There's some that are on other continents. You don't have to meet everybody, but we do want to have, you know, some coastal cities to create ships to start, you know, looking for the other continents, like the Americas, basically. And, you know, somebody might have spawned in Australia. Oh, look at that. There's another opportunity there. Okay, so let's see. We finished a settler there. Let's actually take a break with the settlers, and Petra's a good one because it's a little culture bump. Extra food and production for all desert tiles worked by the city, except for floodplains. An additional trade route slot, which is great. You get a free caravan. +6 culture once archaeology is discovered. And, you know, the great engineer point is really the reason I'm going to build that. Petra's kind of a hard one to get due to the fact that, you know, it has to be in a desert, and there's usually not a lot of production in deserts. But let's see, where am I going to send you? I'm going to put the next city right there. I'm kind of clustering them. So, oh, see, I thought I was using this, so that's fine. They go together. I'm kind of clustering them, that way nobody can accuse me of aggressive expansion. And notice I'm building away from the other civilizations in the, you know, the Siberian Peninsula instead of building towards them, so I don't piss them off, don't step on anybody's toes, because you really do want to avoid war when you're trying to go for science victory. Although, it is possible to do well in wars. Alright, so you're going to just fire on them. Alright, so we're going to go ahead with lumber mill. You're going to heal. And you're going to go there. I know there's an encampment down there, that's why I'm not sending the warrior alone, because you don't know what's in that encampment. It could be something nuts. You know, it could be something like a knight or something. I doubt it, because I haven't even gotten horsemen yet. But, you never know. Someone else has the mausoleum of Halicarnassus. I'm not really... Halicarnassus, said it wrong. Not really super concerned with that one. I very rarely go for that one. Oh, see, it's just another warrior, but still, you know, you just want some backup. Alright, we're going to fire. Again. And, yeah, it's good enough. So there's raw stuff. And we'll just have you hang out there. And we will make it science-focused, and we'll start ourselves on a library. Another reason that I'm, like, grabbing up all this land is also when important strategic elements start showing up, you want to be able to have them without having to worry about, okay, now I got to build another city, or now I got to go to war with somebody. So you're kind of hoping they pop up within your own territory when you're able to see them. So we have horseback riding. This is horseman, stable, Circus Maximus, and caravansary. I can never say that right. But you know, and the big one is aluminum, because you do need, you know, several units of aluminum to get the scientific victory. And you have it there. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Kind of doesn't matter where I make the road from. Since he's there, I'll just make it from right there. They don't have to be connected to the capital. They just have to be connected to a city that is connected to the capital. So there doesn't have to be a road between Moscow and Rostov. There just needs to be a road that you can get from one to the other, connecting by roads. So let's see, that was Carthage's unit. I'm just going to give it to them, and they're going to be very happy about that. And I got 30 gold for clearing the encampment. A lumber mill. We're doing good. We're definitely doing well. And remember, I am going for science focus, but you could always, like, if it's, you see that it's not going to work out, or maybe somebody's a threat of cultural victory or something, and you have to go on the attack. See, now I'm glad I brought the spearman, because I'll have you defend. That's the weakness. Spearmen are very good against any mounted units. You stay there for a second. So I'm glad I did that. Mounted units not that strong, they're very fast. When they become land ships and tanks later on, then they become strong, obviously. So, like, they're kind of a pain in the ass early on, but once you get them, you know, like a lot of, let me defend again, alright. A lot of, what do you call it, I can't talk today. I just can't talk right now. A lot of fucking, promotions and shit, and then you have tanks that are really powerful and modern armor. I mean, I'm not going for military, but it's a thought, you know. Sometimes the weaker units pan out. Like, archers are, like, really good, and, you know, later they become, you know, machine guns and shit, and bazookas, and it's a straight trade. That's a good one. Alright, it's happiness. You know, and it's, like, really useful in the beginning of the game because they can attack at a distance, but later they don't attack at a distance, unless you have, you know, I think it's not logistics, but there's another thing that you can get. Might lose this warrior here if they choose to attack, even though he's defending. I mean, that's kind of okay if I lose him. It's not that big of a deal, but it does suck. At least I have another unit waiting in the wings, too. But what I will do, because I always like to replace what I lose, is I will buy another. Well, that was a warrior, so I'll just buy another one of those, just to have one. And because of some of the buildings, I actually should have probably bought it in the capital. He gets a promotion right away. It's irritating. You can stay there, that's cool. Haile Selassie of Ethiopia just made the Parthenon. So they're clearly, like, you can tell by the wonders they're going for, like, what they're trying to do. He's clearly kind of going for cultural output, at least right now. Or it might be that he's just going for a lot of social policies. He might not be going for tourism. We'll see. You know, but definitely scientific victory, the thing that you're weak against is somebody going for cultural victory. Because in scientific victory, you're sitting around for a long time, and they're just building tourism. So what happened here? Alright, so I lost one of my trade routes. That sucks. I should have read that. Let me go to my notification log. St. Petersburg and Harar. Okay, so basically, where's Harar? Oh, man, Harar is like all the way over here, right? Okay, so somewhere between here and there's barbarians. So I'm going to send this guy out to kind of look for them and maybe kill them. And I'll send this guy out as well. Well, this will be an easy kill. Spears versus horse, you know, and then another easy kill after that. Alright. It's an Ethiopian scout, okay. Alright. Petra in 5 turns, that's good. We'll want to replace that caravan as well. Probably in Novgorod I'll make one. Actually, Novgorod I'll probably make like a boat. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Alright, so there we go. And that gives us a bunch of influence with Kuala Lumpur, Byblos, and Mbanza Congo, who I'm now friends with. Just exploring the Middle East. Okay, road. And then it's just slow going with all these trees and hills and shit. Yeah, there's a guy over there. I don't know where the encampment is. I know, it would take 20 turns to make a cargo ship. But, since I'm looking at this, I'm trying to figure out what to go with here. I guess a monument. It seems pretty low production. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, right, I should have won a caravan. Well, that's alright. I'll probably do it in St. Petersburg again, because they're going to make a market right now, and that's where I lost it. So we'll do another... Oh, 13 turns. Jesus Christ. Can I just buy it? Yeah, we'll just buy it. Okay. And we'll do Colosseum. And let's see. Well, there are a bunch of barbarians there. I don't know where the... It could be over here. I really don't know where the thing is, the road there. The encampment. But somewhere around there. Okay, there's it. That's Bratislava. About to meet them. Alright, well, you've done what you need to do, so we'll start heading back. I don't think anybody's going to beat me to Petra. It's possible the Ottomans might have been going for it, but I kind of doubt it. I'm about to have civil service, which is the pikemen, Landsknecht, which you have to buy them through a policy, but Chichen Itza. And food will increase on Terrace Farm,
the only
and
thing that saves us from the bureaucracy is its
any farm with access to fresh water. Okay. Alright, so you've met Bratislava, 15 gold from them. That's cool. Alright, you can go over there and do a farm, because there's wheat there. And you can go over there. Right now I'm going to send you to Iridne, just because I know that this is kind of a dangerous area. Oh, I hate those hand axe dudes. They're so dangerous. Hey, we've met Japan. Oh, no, we've already met Japan. They want to be friends. Okay, so let's, yeah, sure, no problem. Already met Japan. They're all over in Europe. Kyoto, Osaka. See, I knew that. I'm trying to get down into the African continent. You know, sometimes it's like, wow, Civilization Saturday already, and sometimes it's like, wow, it seems like it's been forever. And in this case, it's definitely it seems like it's been forever. Ugh, I have to have him retreat a bit. Alright, so let's see. We'll go with another monument there. And you're going to need to retreat a bit. There's some barbarians in the way here, but maybe I can make nice with Bratislava. I definitely don't want to do that. I'll do a lumber mill. I'll do a farm there. Okay. So, Ethiopia wants open borders. They're willing to give me a little bit of gold and open borders from them. That's great. Oda Nobunaga wants a straight trade. I'll give it to him. I'm being accommodating. You know, it's for a reason. Get here. Alright. Look at that. Byblos kicking ass. Very Very nice. Well, I'm getting attacked here, but luckily I weakened them. Does he have survivalism? Sometimes the computer takes a while to figure out what the fuck it's doing. Oh, he doesn't. That sucks. Alright, we have Petra. That's great. Okay, so let's go with... do a garden. And I'll go with philanthropy. Gold gifts to city-states will produce 25% more influence. That's something I'm really worried about, but, you know, it'll... There's the encampment. Alright. Now that I know, we'll bring in some other guys to help. You're gonna get attacked again, dude. That's what you get for being an asshole. Banda Congo. I think Ethiopia would have taken care of that by now. Salt for horses and open borders. I'd rather have your furs, but you don't have tradables, so we'll go with it. And her economy sucks. It's not like I can ask for money. She's losing 8 gold per turn right now. I really wish the Ethiopians would attack these guys. Yeah, that works. Catherine the Enlightened. Okay. Well, I could have upgraded him to pikeman. Yeah, I'll do that next turn. There we go. Alright, so Carthage is not too happy that I'm getting a little friendly with Manila. We'll just, yeah, I'm sorry, you know it. Just killing barbarians, man. What do you want? I do kind of want that copper there. I don't know. Bratislava attacking. And they just do that. That's a dick move. I doubt they'll attack me there because it'll just... they won't survive. Upgrade to pikeman. And you can move over there. Alright. Some new spots too. Yeah, looks like I won't even get the chance to attack. That sucked. I didn't get to kill anybody to go up without Bratislava. Oh well. I thought that's a big deal. You're going to defend while I send other units out. Okay. We'll do a trading post, and you can come up there. And you are going to go down there and take advantage of those horses, because that's extra production. Probably going to try and dogpile on this guy, that's why I defended. It's unfortunate that you can only really get 2 level up promotions from barbarians. Looks like I've discovered another encampment. Oh, they're not dogpiling, they're moving away. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh, right over there, huh? Well, let's see. It's a horseman. The other one's a horseman too, so I got the 1 pikeman there. I'll defend again. Is that Sydney? Okay. Alright, we'll do a mine there. And let's see, finished a monument there, let's do an amphitheater. And also an amphitheater there. See, I'll turn this guy into a pikeman. Have him rest up a bit to attack that one. Well, these two will attack that one, and these two are going to join that guy over there. Just got dies from a Bonza Congo. That's more happiness. Well, I already had dies, so it doesn't really matter, actually. You're going to go over there, 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 and you're going to upgrade. Okay, we finally met Sydney. There's another encampment right over there. Let's attack. My homie's not too far off here. Okay, into the pasture. Jesus. It's like 5 a.m. and people still pop up. Skype and shit like that. Alright. Move you over there. I'm going to defend for a second. There we go. That went well. Alright, I think I'm just going to continue moving around here. I have to go down through Sydney, I guess. I don't know, there should be a way to get... Or is it down through Bratislava? Okay, Suleiman's just asking me for incense with nothing in return. I'm going to refuse, and we'll say, oh, well, sorry, you know. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer it to him in the next turn and see if he gives me anything. And sometimes you can get some pretty good deals that way. So we'll do that right away. Yeah, so they're blocking me. Alright, so let's do that right away. We'll talk to him, see trade, and we'll offer incense and see if he's willing to give me... He's willing to give me 190 gold and open borders. I'll take it. So, let's see. Production-wise, let's do... I don't know if that's worth it. I'm thinking a market. Let's see. You can attack there, and you can attack there. This is going to do a lot of damage. Oh, yeah. Looks like I took him out. Nice. And that should finish off that encampment. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about... where is it? Yeah, I should be going through Bratislava. So I actually should send that guy back the other way. Alright, so let's see. What are you going to do? You're going to go over there. You're going to go... Yeah, start moving back. That was the wrong way. Because that's like where like India is, which is probably all Ethiopian areas. What I should do is have this guy heal up a bit. At least get him in the green. Yeah, you know what, I'll do that. Alright, let's see. Alright, where are we going to send you? How about over there? We'll start moving you guys back to heal up. Same thing with you fellas. So we've made the area a little safer for trade. Ooh, looks like I got a free unity. Composite bowman. Who gave me that? Bonza Congo. Alright. So we'll send you right in there. That's great. Because it's a range unit. The only range unit I have was the scout that I turned into a archer through, you know, ancient ruins. Okay. Getting close to education, and then everybody will just start making... all the cities will make universities, and we'll get Oxford University before we make any other cities. Okay. You need to move there and heal. No, what? I said move there and heal. Oh, shit. Well, everybody's kind of coming home at this point, and that's funny. Check on this guy here. Yeah, good enough. Might have known we brought a Slava to walk through their territory, but I pretty much have to get to like the rest of the Middle East and Africa. Colossus, okay. Another barbarian, and it's probably near Sidon, I would guess. And I've discovered education.
Education.
Okay, so let me see about. I see that's pretty far away. I'm not really concerned with that, but let's see. Okay. So, next thing I'm going to go for is astronomy, because the Caravel is the first naval unit that can enter into the oceans, and we're going to use that to sort of scope out the Americas and see what's going on there, and Australia and whatnot. And also there's a science building there, observatory, which is any city that's built next to a mountain can have an observatory. And also faster embark movement, and embarked units will be able to cross oceans. You know, first is compass is the galleass, the harbor. Gold yield from fishing boats will go up. You get another trade route, and it will extend the range of sea trade routes. So that's in 2 turns. But as a matter of fact, I was just thinking about that. Let me make a workboat there, because there's some fish right there. All these wounded units coming home to heal up. I'll send you over there. Oh, look at that. I hope I don't get eaten up there. But here is Spain. We've met Spain. So let's trade embassies with them. Okay, that's cool. So Spain is... they were in the African continent, so it was a good thing to go there. Well, I know Bratislava will attack that spearman twice. Once from the city and once from the composite bowman. So it'll probably decide... It might attack me, but it will be weakened. So that's not too big of a deal. Let's send you to Melbourne. Okay. Not bad at all. Alright, so already we have an offer of a research agreement from Suleiman. We'll accept that. And basically after a set amount of turns, we'll both get a huge boost of science and probably like a free technology or something. So that'll be cool. I'm probably about equal with him because he didn't offer anything or make me offer anything. So there, that guy's getting attacked. Might want to take care of that encampment for him. We'll see if I can finish off that guy. He's running away. Good. Now that's really good because if I can finish him off, then they'll be friends probably, and that'll give me permission to be within their borders. So. Yep, that worked. You're going to move there, actually, so I can make room for this guy. Checking the food levels. Is that part of St. Petersburg? Or? Yes, it is. They need a little more food, so we'll do food. We'll do the farm. Okay, so Nobunaga wants my salt. He's willing to give me straight up 240 gold. I will take that. That's a pretty good deal. Just to, I mean, I have plenty of salt. The salt, you know. That's pretty cool. I'd really love to grab up that copper, but I don't know if the reach of St. Petersburg is going to reach over there. I don't necessarily want to make it... Well, I kind of do want to make another city there because of... Oh, this will be great. I mean, the Spanish will take the unit. They'll take the worker and the encampment, but that helps me with the city-state. Alright, let me go up there. See, what I'm thinking is, there's mountains here, so that's another observatory. And hopefully it won't piss off the Ethiopians too much. Let's, university. But that'll be after we get Oxford University. Which it means 1, 2, 3, 4 universities. I mean, that one's taking 22 turns. It's kind of a low production area. It's, you know, only 1 mine there, but we'll see what we could do. I might go to production focus. Let me see. Just for this one city. See, now it's 16 turns. I'll just have to remember to turn it back. Okay, university. And just hang out. There's really nothing else for the military to do. See, now that that's happened, let's continue to go down, because there's going to be more than Spain down here. Alright, somebody else that we haven't met has entered the medieval era. And so is Spain. I got to be getting close to the Renaissance. What was that for? Another civilization has impressed Monaco with its technological advancement. So that was the Ottomans. So they are getting a lot of science. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Just to see if there's anything over there. Okay, nothing there. Get to a camp. That's fine. I don't know how science-focused they are right now, but that's interesting. But well, they only have 2 cities, and if necessary, I could go to war with them. You know what I mean? Especially since those cities look pretty weak, actually. But I'm not too concerned with that. All right. So here we have scholasticism. All city-states which are allies will provide a science bonus equal to 25% of what they give to themselves. So already we've reaped the benefits. Science went from 59 up to 66. So that's a science boost right there, just from having allies, which is great when you're in the patronage tree. Send you over there. All right. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go up there for now. Once we have a caravel out here, because right over there is Alaska, and we'll start exploring that. It's really close by, so that's pretty cool. Another barbarian encampment. This one's on an island, huh? Oh no, it's over here. Okay, I'm not worried about that one. So just went there. Universe 17 turns. Let's see if I can shorten that a little. Nope, I can't, so don't bother doing it. Okay. Oh, alright. Yeah, it's Saudi Arabia. And that'll be, we'll do a trading post. I just made another farm, so. Again, they have less food than before. It's crazy. I don't know, maybe I'll make a farm over here. Oh. Like, what's that up there? Ah, just Carthaginians. Not too concerned with them. Okay. So, lost the Allied coal empire. I'm not too concerned with that. But I know there's a land bridge over to Africa somewhere. Okay. Up. There we go, and there's Kabul. Almost in a historically accurate spot. Okay, what can you do? Let's see. Now, Rostov could use some more production, so I'll buy that forest tile there and just send him over to make a lumber mill. Oh, production, let's see. University. Let's see if I can improve that at all. No, I can't. Alright. Yes, definitely a farm. For St. Petersburg. Peter. So all the cities are working on universities now. And once they all have universities, we'll go for Oxford University. But probably before that, St. Petersburg will probably be able to build an observatory that's, another science building. Depends on how many turns it's all going to take. Oh, sorry, that's YouTube. I'm like, why do I have Firefox open right now? Alright. I was looking at my subscriptions. Trespassing and Kali, I know about that. I'm not really that concerned about it. This is based on tourism. Looks like nobody's really doing anything
Fine.
special. We have the compass. It's going to be 16 terms astronomy, so we'll see. But then again, that research agreement might help us along. Lumber mill. And I'm going to buy a tile here. And send you over there. No more cities until Oxford University, because then, you know, you'd have to make another university. And obviously, I mean, you'll make universities in all the cities, but if you're working on Oxford University and you're halfway through production, you make another city, you will stop production, and it really is a huge waste. You really, really do not want to do that. There's that Leventis down there, so we'll meet them very soon. There are a lot of city-states, man. I forgot how many I put in the game, but I wonder how many are in the Americas. They could be starving for city-states over there in North and South America. And there's usually at least one, you know, on Australia, but there's a lot over here, man. Alright, so we've met Leventa, and there's the Byzantines. We've met them. Let's trade embassies. They have spices. I'm kind of interested in that, actually. I don't have anything to trade, really, though. Maybe a little iron. See if they'll give me spices.
Cool.
They also want gold. Alright, yeah. Okay, cool. 2 gold is cool. Just to boost my happiness a little bit. Okay, right, come down here now. Alright, so Moscow's done with the university. Still working on that. So let's see. Obviously, we can't do Oxford University yet. So I'm going to go with Circus. And we'll go with mine there. It'll clear the forest. So you know you lose a little food, but you get a boost of production when you clear a forest, and mines are worth more production than lumber mills are. So there's Byzantium and Spain are in Africa. Continue to look around. And in 12 turns I'll have astronomy. We'll buy a caravel in Novgorod. And go around there. Oh, they're actually attacking me? What a bunch of dicks. You penis brains. Go for the low-hanging fruit like that. Oh, you need to heal up. The Byzantines will hopefully attack the horsemen there. Yep, they are. The city's attacking. Hopefully they have a unit attack as well. But looks like not. That sucks. Okay, they want to go to war with the Ottomans. Not even anywhere near it. Well, that was Carthage, so that's crazy. Although it looks like the Ottomans just made another city. Oh no, actually it looks like the Ottomans went to war with the Ethiopians. I must have missed that, and took over the city of Harar. So we kind of do have to watch out for Suleiman. It seems like he's a bit of a warmonger. Jesus Christ, how do I still have... Well, some production focus, that's probably why, yeah. Alright, we'll do trading post. And you... go over there. Craziness, insanity. It's kind of awkward when they start going to war with each other and you're friends with everybody, because then they start drawing lines in the sand and shit. 199 gold for some truffles. Yeah, why not? That's fine. I'll take it. Spain's protecting Monaco. Whatever. Actually, nothing at all happened in that turn. Wow, that's crazy. But sometimes that happens with culture and science victories. It is a lot of mashing next turn. But it's still strategic, you know what I mean? It's important to have other options than just total war, although that is fun. Okay, looks like I just got another new unit. Oh, wonderful. They wandered into Leventa and got hit there. So actually... Oh, I can't. I was going to be opportunistic, but he moved away. Alright, so that's another pikeman. I just had... Whoa! Oh, okay. I thought it was a barbarian. Similar color. That's Ethiopian scout. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You don't see barbarian scouts either, though. Lumber mill. You know, and you notice that I am kind of shying away from like too much food. I mean, I am doing a lot of production stuff because you just want to build things quickly. When you're going for science victory, if you start needing food, you start buying granaries and shit like that, and that's why it's good to have a good economy and lots of money. So I'm gonna have a circus there. Okay, and I just got myself another great scientist. That is awesome. All right, we're gonna send you to Melbourne. And let's see. Here I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna get myself another caravan there, since there's so many city-states around. Now let's see. Where can I can send you right over there? Because I only have one academy. You want, at least 3, maybe 4 before you start burning up great scientists to discover technologies. Although, yeah, that would have given me astronomy right away. It's we're not in that much of a hurry. We're still in the first third of the game, so you want to take advantage of building things slowly over time and the long-term benefits. It's Charles Darwin. They're always named. It's interesting. All the great people are named. The only ones that aren't named after historical figures are the spies, which are named after actually beta testers who worked on the game. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before on Civilization Saturday, but I just mentioned it now. Oh, it's faith. Alright, Ethiopia always wins faith. Alright, so we have a university there, which means I'm going to go back to science focus there. I'm losing a little gold here, so... Well, St. Petersburg can definitely use a granary. Why am I losing so much gold all of a sudden? Oh, training postal. Oh, that's why, because I haven't sent him out yet. Yeah, it's still stagnant, alright? I mean, I'm going to lose a little production, but extra food and 8 science per turn. It's great. Training post. So only 2 more universities, and then the Oxford University, and then we'll start worrying about other cities. Open borders with Japan. What's that? Stone deer. A lot of bonus resources, but not much stuff that's tradable except for furs. See, there's 3 kinds of resources. There's strategic, which is your iron, your horses, your coal, your oil, your aluminum, and your uranium. And then there's bonus resources, which are resources that just help you, and that's things like your sheep and your deer and your stone, And then there's luxury resources, which increase happiness and are also tradable. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Let's do... I'm thinking Colosseum here. Okay, Colosseum. And what are you going to do? Let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to buy that tundra tile right there, because it's cheap, and I'm going to go over there, I'm going to make myself a trading post. And where are you going to go? Byblos. So my economy is in the positive. It's not the greatest, but, it's good for now. Soul for horses? I'm so over horses, but alright. You don't have anything else to give me, and I don't mind the trade. I'd rather money, but you don't have any. Or a luxury resource that you have is you didn't have any of those, except for like 1 unit of furs. And they won't trade away 1 unit, if that's all they have, Byblos was a good choice. Byzantium. Still want to get around there. I'll do that. Okay, so let's see. That's Rostov finished. We got 3 more turns. Definitely a market. 3 more turns plus another 3 for that fucking Colosseum. And I'm about to have astronomy, so we'll be doing a lot of exploring on the sea with the caravel. We only really need 1, but just want to explore around. I realize I'm at about an hour now. I'm going to go for like another 10 minutes. I've just reached the Renaissance, which means I have a spy. Now, you don't want to go too crazy with stealing technologies and shit like that, because you don't want to make enemies. So, it's actually really good to put them into city-states if you can, because remember, I have that ability that city-states who are allies will give me science boosts. So let's see. I'm just looking at what city-states are around. See, I'm thinking like Florence or something, but yeah, I'm thinking Florence. It's a cultured city-state. I'll just, always get a boost there. Okay, let's choose our next research. I'm just going to go for ironworking real quick because it's only 2 turns and it's way past due to turn my warriors into swordsmen. Yeah, I'll go for like another 10-15 minutes. Out of here. Well past due, because you don't want to appear weak either. So somebody has Chichen Itza. Luckily I wasn't trying to buy that. Do that. Oh, yeah, I wanted to buy a caravel. Alright, I'll do that. Right at the end of his turn here. Oh. Okay, so let's see. We're going to purchase ourselves... Oh, I don't have enough money. I didn't realize it was going to be that much. Alright. Well, maybe I won't do that. Or maybe I'll... Alright. Let's see. Okay, so this is great. Merchant Confederacy, +2 gold for trade routes with city-states. So that's a big one. So you can see our economy has improved. Alright, what are you going to do? Let's see. There's not much that you could do unless I buy another tile. And I know which one I want. The one with incense on it. I already have incense, but you never have too much. Do it for Moscow, actually, right there. Okay. So that'll be our last university over there in Novgorod, and I'll just produce a caravel there, since they cost 600. It's a bit much. So I have ironworking. That's because I have to spend money on that too. Alright, so let's see. Caravel, 14 turns. Not too bad. Alright, so next we're going to choose scientific theory. So we're going to go for that, because the public school is the next science building, and also the academy science yield will improve by 2, and lumber mills will give more production. But there's a bunch of things to do first. So first is chivalry. Horsemen can become knights. The castle becomes available. Alhambra and defensive pact treaties will become available. Getting a lot of mileage out of that scout. I figured he'd get eaten after a while, but it's moving around. Okay. Alright. Now I'm in mine. Damn, kind of closed off there. I was going to buy a tile here. And that's right, I wanted to upgrade these guys too. I need iron. How do I not have any iron? Well, I guess I never took advantage of any. Alright. Where's their iron? There's some out there, but there's only 2 of them. There's like no iron anywhere near me except for there. That's gems. Well, let's see if the Ethiopians have it. Nope. How about? I don't know. It's not that big of a deal right now. Let's worry about getting everything else taken care of. Somebody might offer iron too, or you might get it from a city-state. So I'm not like super concerned with that. I didn't realize I had no iron at all. I thought I was just using some of it. Well, obviously I'm not. That was stupid to think. So the Ottomans have the Great Wall. Yeah, they're definitely going for warmongers. Interesting. You usually see that from the Ottomans. And I noticed there's some Ottoman units over here too. If you look at that, there's some swordsmen there, so it's kind of interesting that I'm seeing that. I can't get through here. I think I still can't ask for all. Well, I can ask for open borders. What does she want? Gold. All right, 2 gold. Just get through there, no problem. Zanzibar's down there too. I'm probably thinking there's probably no more civilizations on the African area, but you never know what you might find. It's probably well tapped for things like ancient ruins, but you never know what you might find. The city becomes religious. What religion? I haven't found any. I'm not bothered with that. Eastern Orthodoxy is probably coming from, I'm guessing, out of Ethiopia. All right, so let's see. Now we can do Oxford University. It has a 15-turn thing. We're going to do a training post there. Send you over to Melbourne. Should have actually went that way and met Zanzibar. Oh well, not that big of a deal. I'll take that. Yeah, a little extra gold for some of the incense I have. Especially since I just got another tradable unit of it, so there is that. Some ivory there too. See, like, I don't want to expand this way, but there's like good stuff. There's ivory, there's gold, there's copper. I mean, no iron, but whatever. All right, we have chivalry. Except banking, there's the bank, the Forbidden Palace, the Constabulary, and there's an additional trade route you'll get, so that's always good. Let's get that, actually. Actually, let me see if I can cut this down from 14 turns at all. I can cut it down. Yeah, see, I just cut it down to 10 turns. It lowers your science a little bit, but it's worth it since you're getting a science wonder out of it. So there's Zanzibar, we've met them. Yeah, I'm willing to go a little early. I'm recording this really early, so. Incense for copper? Sure, absolutely. That's a straight trade of luxury resources. See, I'm thinking it would actually be nice to have a city like right there. I don't know if the Ottomans would be great with it, but it's another mountain city. We'll see. Alright, wow, that's a long time to wait for an observatory. Cut that down to 19 turns. You just gotta remember to switch back to science focus, because science focus is very important. Ethiopia wants to be friends. It might kind of tick off the Ottomans, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, well, no issues yet. They haven't said anything about it. Is that a Tertio? That's a spearman. Why is it? Oh, the icons are similar. We just reached into the golden age, and what's going on over here? Oh, pirates. Not much on here. There's iron. Sucks that I no iron around. The only iron around is like way over there. I mean, I will probably want to inhabit that area. Right, now, you want to be friends, and that's probably going to take off the Ethiopians, but we'll see. They've been to war. I don't know if they're considered still enemies or if they're still at war, but Biblo's kicking some ass. I will eventually do things like maps that are mostly water, so I can do like lots of naval battles, because that's a lot of fun too. You know, like definitely when I do like Ottomans or England, I'll do stuff like that. Okay, you're done doing what you need. Alright, let's see. Any tiles I want to buy? These tiles look like they kind of suck. Get that one over there. Set them up there. Oh, there was a spot that I... Oh, well. Oh, look. More barbarians. Yeah, send you over there, then. There's actually 2 spots there. How was it now 26 turns for a caravel? It wasn't that much before. Did I, like, lose production over in Novgorod? God. I might have to change them to production focus. 26 turns, that's a lot. I thought it was like, it was less than that before. Shit happens though. I just got a new unit. That's cool. I need iron. I must have given me a swordsman. Or a legion. Legions are usually only available to roam, but that shit happens. Alright, you attack. Actually, oh, yeah, it was because of the presence of Barbarian. See, now it's 12. Sometimes that happens, like you need production because of that, you know. Alright. You just hang out there. This is good because St. Petersburg is sort of my westward-facing city, and that's where all the other civilizations are. So if I have like my whole army there, and it looks pretty impressive, they might march an army up to my borders, thinking they're gonna attack, and then oh, he's got a pretty big army. Maybe I'll go elsewhere. Sulfur sugar, that's a good trade. We'll take that. That's a lot of extra happiness right there. Biblos once again kicking all sorts of ass. Oh, the other one. Oh, you know what? The trireme must have attacked, and then they moved away. Sometimes barbarian galleys will bounce away from combat. Didn't show that, but that's probably what happened. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, mine would have been better, but I've already kind of committed to it in both spots. That's okay. Alright, so the Ethiopians are happy that I'm friends with Japan. Okay. That works for me. See, now it's 23 turns again. It actually seemed like it was better when the pirates were near. How is it 23 turns again? They're not there anymore. And now they are. And now it's 11 turns. That's the craziest thing. Alright, that's a little weird. I'm not going to, like, worry about that too much. Looks like going north is the Spanish areas there. I could check out down there, but looks like Zanzibar's set up on the Madagascar island. Who just IM'd me? Sorry, guys. Oh, hold on. This is important. Alright, yeah, I'll come back to that. It looks like I will have to end the episode pretty soon. We'll do one more turn. See, I could have just checked my phone. Okay, so this is ranking by science is progressive people, and I'm number 1. I'm surprised the Ottomans aren't a little higher, but hey, I'm number 1. Go. Alright, so this will be the last turn, because I really, that's work-related stuff that I gotta do. Kripos there. Oh, I really wanted to... Alright. I really wanted to stop after I got the Oxford University, so I'll wait for that. It's only 2 more turns. Man, that's 20 turns. How was that 20 turns now? Alright, it is official. I am going to change that to production focus because it seems that even without any boats around, it's doing that. I don't know why. There's a new barbarian encampment somewhere near Sydney, I'm guessing. Let's see. That's actually not too far. Oh, that is far away. Alright, let's see. 19 turns my ass. 7 turns. How about that? I'll just get a big science boost once all this shit does done. I'm going to get one from this wonder and changing Moscow back to science focus. And then I'll stop. I do got to look at what that person just sent me on Facebook. Yeah, when I get a Facebook IM at 5:45 in the morning, it's usually something important. It's work related, you know. Okay, I've discovered banking. That's cool. And we get a free technology from having finished Oxford University. Always go for whichever would take the most turns. In this case, it will be navigation, which is a frigate, a seaport, privateer. So we'll do that. And I will switch you back to science focus. And what are you going to work on? I'm thinking a bank. And you can go over there. What can you do? Not a whole lot that you can do. We'll just keep you chilling out for now. Alright, that's going to be it for this Civilization Saturday. I'll see you guys next week. We will continue with our Russian domination. No Ukraine jokes this time, but I'll see you guys next week.